yes, Bitcoin is continuously pumping here, and the reason for that is not only technicals but also something that happened yesterday in my night. And what was happening is that the US has come to an agreement between Democrats and Republicans to a debt ceiling. So they are going to raise the debt ceiling, and what that means for the short term and the long term for the whole crypto market, that is something that we're going to talk about today. So definitely stick around here, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, like this video, and push the algorithm by activating the bell. And now let's get directly into today's content. So as I just mentioned, the US came to an agreement between Democrats and Republicans to agree on a deal in principles for the US debt ceiling. So you have to understand the US is printing more, not right now printing a lot. The US is spending more money than what they have, so they are creating a financial deficit and taking on more credit to be able to avoid a shutdown. So if they would have a shutdown, a recession would start in the US and the whole country would become bankrupt. So basically the government would get bankrupt. So, and to avoid that, every time, in the last couple of times that the president was in the office, they had to talk about the debt ceiling to increase the debt or to default on it. And of course they don't want to default on it because then the country goes bankrupt. So, and that is something that they cannot have because that has ripple effects all across the world. So, and finally, they came to an agreement. You have also to understand the Democrats and the Republican, depending on who is in the White House, are using this as a weapon to threaten the other side to actually cause a shutdown if they don't agree to certain terms from the other side. So in this case, Democrats are in the White House. Republicans said, if you don't agree to terms, we're gonna let a shutdown happen. So they have always to negotiate about that. So, and now they have raised the debt ceiling to $31.4 trillion. Let me see if he was mentioned somewhere what it was before. I cannot see it right now. So, but yeah, so it's definitely a bigger debt ceiling, which gives them now a buffer to print more money and to spend this money, you know. So, and the whole point why they should print money is to actually make more money by spending it. So, but this is, as you can see, not really working, you know. So, but here comes the good part for crypto. When they're starting to print money again, it's not a question of if, the question is when. When they're going to start printing money again, we know what's happening. We saw it happening last time already, didn't we? So the whole market went absolutely crazy. So, and that is something that we can be looking forward to right now with the new debt ceiling in place. So, and when we are going now to the Bitcoin chart, I want to first go back into this chart because I had with you guys together nailed this perfectly yesterday. So I told you guys, here was a bullish divergence on the 4-hourly chart. So, and that I was expecting this to be playing out. So, and we saw this just after I made the video. We pumped here above this potential bull flag and got the breakout to the upside. So if you would have entered around that level here, you would be now in really, really nice profits. So you would be up now almost 2%. Let's say you trade with 10x, you would be up 20%. So amazing profits, guys, that we are banking here. And I still believe we're gonna get that final push here to the technical target of $27,400 to $27,500. I still see this push coming for Bitcoin here in over the weekend, potentially tomorrow, when we're gonna see that. Because then the bullish divergence would be completely fulfilled and then everything can reset and we have to reassess the situation where the Bitcoin price would be going next. But on the higher time frames, if I just look here on the 4-hourly, we could have potentially here a W pattern, so double bottom. So, and if I would measure that one without going now into a higher time frame, and the neckline would be exactly here, $27,490. So let us take the higher one. So that would bring Bitcoin to the next target of $29,200 approximately, more or less. So, but here I still want to see what's happening around that resistance level here of $27,400, $500. and then make a decision, because from what I see right now here on the stochastic RSI, it could be that we're going to see first a rejection from that level. So most likely something like this here, this rejection, going down a little bit, maybe even all the way down back here to 27, then turn around, go up, and then actually break here in direction of $30,000. So we will have another opportunity to get into lower prices, the way how I'm looking at things right now. And we should just wait for that, unless we are really smashing through here 27,000, almost $28,000 here to the upside. Then we can of course enter there, but I don't think that this is going to happen. I believe more that we're going to see that rejection, because it looks like that we are overextended, so we should get the rejection and then go to the upside. But regardless, guys, don't forget, if you want to trade with me together, especially the calls like the one that I made yesterday, do it on BYBIT. You still get $30,000 if you sign up there with my specific link. And if you are a new user and deposit at least $100, you get $50 for completing KYC. And if you're an existing user and you have at least $50 in your funding account, you will still get $20 for doing KYC. So definitely take advantage of that. And of course, if you want to learn from me how to trade, how I'm trading, what strategies I'm using, then sign up for my trading course here on my website. It's absolutely for free right now to pre-register until I launch the product, with which will of course cost you something for the effort that I have put in, but definitely check both things out here. So now let's get back here to Bitcoin. Something that I'm also watching closely is here the 200 moving average on the 4-hourly chart. So we have retested this here today already, got rejected from there, so we might see another retest with a fake out above it before we come then back down, which will complete the target that I just talked about. But something else also will happen, and that is more important, is that the EMA ribbon might be flipping here back into an uptrend. And the way that we are going up here on the EMA ribbon, it looks really, really sustainable for the time being. I still want to remember you that the whole falling wedge pattern here is for me still not in a position where I would like to see a confirmed breakout to the upside. I still believe, from how I see things here, that this could potentially end to be a fake out where we come back into this like this, go all the way to the bottom, and then actually break here like this to the upside. So be careful, this still might be playing out like this. It doesn't have to, but I don't like the point where we are in right now in that falling wedge pattern to see a confirmed breakout out of it, especially as long as we are under the 200 moving average here. So of course we can trade that fake out to the upside, as I just mentioned. So, but I just want to make sure that you guys are safe and that you know what you're doing, and be careful when you are trading something like this. When we are moving on then into here to this 4-hourly chart, also here a critical level right now for Bitcoin where we are at. So, and that is the golden ratio, the 0.618, the 0.65, $27,081 and $27,222. If we close that candle in 14 minutes above the golden ratio, things are looking good that we go to the point of control, which is also around the $28,000 level here on the VPVR, and because that would be the next bigger cluster to grab liquidity for the market makers. And yeah, it would make a lot of sense that we go here all the way up into that liquidity zone. So here also on the chandelier exit indicator, we have also now a strong buy here. I will quick explain you how this indicator works. And this indicator is for free. You find it on TradingView as long as you have an account on TradingView. So when we are getting into the green cloud here, we start to be in an uptrend, and that's why we also get the buy tag here. And of course, when we are here in the red and the price action is under the red line, so we are in a downtrend. So, but how you can take advantage of that is when you see that the price is here, let's say in red right now, and this red line here is technically then becoming your resistance. So that is your entry for shorts. So normally when the price comes back, let's take here this example over here. Normally when the price comes close to the red line here, that is a short entry, because especially on the first retest, we are normally not coming back above the chandelier exit indicator where we are flipping green, as we did here, as you can see, you know. So that's normally not happening directly the first time. So and then the first time you can try to short this from here when you see this on this indicator. So and then just slightly above the red line, this becomes your stop loss. So and if you would have done that from there with that indicator, you're going to see now. So even from where the price is now, you would be 4% up, and if you would have closed it somewhere, let's say here, over 7%, 20x leverage, that's over 140%. So that is how powerful this indicator can be. So and the same goes when we are starting to go back into an uptrend, the green line becomes your entry for long positions. So here, in that particular case, with that big red candle, most likely we would have gotten stopped out. But for example, let me see. Yeah, here in this scenario, there's not enough line yet. So, but let me have a look here in the past. Well, actually on Bitcoin, these wicks are quite volatile in the green cloud. But here, so there I found one that's more accurate. No, also really long green candle. Crazy, what's going on here? Can I find here? There maybe. Guys, it's crazy. I want to show you how to take advantage of this indicator, but Bitcoin is just ripping through. There I can use it. So here, for example, you see this candle came close to the green line. So that becomes then your entry for a long position, and then slightly under it. So here now where you have the red line overlapping, that would have been your stop loss. So now imagine for a long position, you would have done this, you know, all the way up here, 35%, you know, so, and that would have been in a matter of a week, you know. So that is how you can use this indicator for long and short entries. If you know how to use it, you can play around with it. I'm also playing around with it, and it's working quite nicely for now. And the more experience I get with this indicator, more familiar I get with it, the more likely it is that I'm gonna use it also more often in my technical analysis. Guys, that's it already for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure that you smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again tomorrow.